Oh, hey guys. I thought I would start the video walking around today. No real reason. It's not like I'm doing anything. I'm just literally walking around carrying my phone and my computer. I saw other people on YouTube walking around during their videos. They made it look like they were doing something important. Maybe they were on a hike. Hey, how's it going? There's no one over there. Just acted like there was someone over there. I'm going to go back here in this hallway. All right. So in just a minute, we're going to start the video, and I'm going to teach you one chord on guitar. This is part 2 of the how to play jazz chords on guitar. Last time we learned how to play a 2-5. It was a minor 7 chord, and then a 7 chord right afterwards, a G minor 7 and the C7. Today, in just a second, we're going to learn the F major 7, which is also the 1 chord in the 2-5-1 progression. Maybe you've heard of it. We're still not going to learn why it's called a 2-5-1, but we are going to learn the 1 chord, the F major 7, and we're going to put it with the 2 chord. So that should be fun. All right, here I am. Finally made it back to my office. Here we go. All right, that was exciting. Check it out. We're just going to, right off the bat, we're going to learn this new chord. Would you please put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the low E string, that top string. Pointer finger right on the 1st fret. Beautiful. All right, we're not going to do anything with the A string, that 2nd string from the top. But you're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. So now we've got 1st fret up on top, nothing on the A string, ring finger on the 2nd fret. I've almost caught my breath from walking around like that. Okay, we're calming down. We're settling back into place. Pinky, 2nd fret on the 3rd string from the bottom, the G string. So now we've got 1st fret with the pointer finger up on top, nothing on the A string, ring finger on the 2nd fret, pinky on the 2nd fret, then middle finger is going to go down to the 1st fret on the 2nd to bottom string, the B string. Then, with this hand over here, the right hand, your thumb is going to play the top string, the E string. Don't do anything with the A string, but bring your pointer finger down to the D string, middle finger to the G string, and finally ring finger down to the B string, and you're going to pinch those 4 strings together like this. F major 7 chord. Let's do it again. There it is. If it doesn't sound right, you might just be out of tune or something dumb like that. You might have one of your fingers in the wrong place. Just rewind the video and watch it again to figure out exactly where everything goes. Or you might have some muted notes or buzzy notes. Here's what I like to do. Get your chord all ready to go. Make sure everything's in the right place or where you think it belongs. And then just play each string one at a time like this. If all the notes are clear, then you should be good. But you might find that you have one of those muted strings. So if you have a muted string, you figure out which string is muted, trace it back here, and figure out what's going on. Is your finger not pushing right? Is it not pushing hard enough? Is it missing the string? Is it kind of too far over on the fret where it's spilling over into the next fret? Is it too far back and hasn't made it deep enough into the fret? Remember, you want to get your fingers, the tips of your fingers, right up against the actual metal fret there to make sure the note is clear. If you have not watched how to play jazz chords on guitar lesson 1, go back and watch that, because that gets you into the basic technique of plucking the strings over here. It shows you the first 2 chords that lead in to this new chord we're learning today. So as I said when I was walking all over the place, this is the F major 7 chord, which we affectionately call the 1 chord in this situation. So last lesson I mentioned something about a 2-5-1 progression, and we learned the first 2 chords. The 2 chord, the 5 chord, and now this is finally the 1 chord. So let's practice going from the 5 chord to the 1 chord, from the C7 to the F major 7. So if you recall, the C7 chord was middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, and then pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. Plucking the middle 4 strings. Can you hear I'm still like ever so slightly out of breath? I think I need to do more cardio. So we've got that C7 chord. When we switch from there to the F major 7 chord, we have to move every single finger. No finger stays on the same fret. No finger even stays on the same string. Every single finger has to move. When we learned the 2-5, these 2 fingers got to stay in the same place. We don't get to do that anymore. Now everything has to move. However, do you notice that these 2 fingers, my pinky and my ring finger, I have 2 capos on the end of my guitar. I can think of no reason why I would ever need 2 capos. But there they are. Your ring finger and your pinky, while they do have to change strings and they do have to change frets, you can keep them nestled into each other. See how they're kind of, is that angled? There we go. See how they're kind of, my pinky is on the inside of my ring finger, kind of spooning with it? Keep it like that when you switch from the C7 to the F major 7. That way, instead of having to find new places for 4 different fingers, we're kind of treating these as one big finger, and you put those down together. But it's still going to be a struggle. Every single finger has to change where it is. What do you say we practice just those 2 chords? We're going to do a whole note on each one, starting with the C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then switch to the F major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then switch back to C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to the F major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. While we were doing that, there was a car alarm going off, and I was kind of trying to play to the beat of the car alarm, but I was also kind of trying to ignore the car alarm. I don't know if you guys could hear it. That's pretty much it for today. Just that 1 chord. We didn't really talk about when to use it. We didn't really talk about what it's used for or when you're going to run into it. In my How to Play Jazz Chords on Guitar, Lesson 3, we're going to get into some of the theory of playing these jazz chords. The music theory about when you'll actually use these chords, what are more things you can do with them, how to play them in different places on the guitar. We'll get into some of that theory, and we'll start a song with it. We might even start a Christmas song. Christmas songs are fun, and these jazz chords work great for Christmas songs. That's a good idea. I'm going to check in with management and see if we can make that happen for next week. For now, we're going to call it a day. You just got that 1 chord to practice. We'll keep going with it next week. This video is 1 take. That means I don't even have to edit anything. It's great. Anyway, have a good week. I hope that you do good. And I think you're going to do great. And I'll see you later. Bye.